on the left-hand side, click on the settings icon here, and there's a whole list of options here that we have, from general all the way down to security. So we'll pick and choose a few different things that I find useful when I'm creating a riddle and that you can apply to your project or to your company for your use case. Under general, we have pagination first of all, and I'm going to enable the back button. This means that when I start the riddle, I can answer my question as usual, but I can always click on this back button at the top to see what was before. Perhaps you've answered a question and the next question has something to do with it and you want to try to remember, but you can't, what you did in the question before. So then you can just click this back button and your audience can see that again. What you can also do in quizzes or in riddles that don't have branching logic, we have branching logic in this, so we can't use that, but if you don't have branching logic, you could also set up the number of pages or a progress bar, which would mean that at the top here you could see how far along you are, which might be useful especially with a longer quiz, so that your audience know, oh okay, I've only got half the questions left, or I'm on page 1 of 7, for example. So that's pagination. Let's now take a look at a few other options. So for example, the choose button here, that is when I have, if I write in my answer here, and now you can see here, I can click on choose. What you can also do is disable the choose button, and that means that when I click on an answer, I don't have to click on choose, it goes on to the next question automatically. The reason it goes on to the next question without the choose button, and it goes on to the next question automatically because I have auto advance enabled. I could disable auto advance, and that would mean that I would have to click on next before going on to the next question. So here, for example, let's restart this. Okay, so I've picked an answer here and auto advance is off now, and so I have to click on next before I can go on to the next question. So that's the functionality of this auto advance and choose button. Here under language, you can select the language that you want from all our different language options. And the final general thing I'd like to look at is customize button text. So the next button here, for example, that's fine, we can leave it as it is, but you might want to have your own text there. And so for choose, for example, I changed it to select. For next, I could change it to next question, and it will automatically adjust here. So that's customizing text. Let's go into, one final thing that might be interesting here is the opening and closing date. So perhaps you are connecting this quiz with a competition, or you want to have a final date or an end date for this quiz so that you can then put the next one on after that. And what you can do there is set up an opening date and a closing date. So for example, if this was now closed, this is what your audience would see. Perhaps you don't want to take the riddle offline and you want to keep this there, but you want them to see that it's now closed. And perhaps then a day later or even the same day you'll have the next one starting, or you'll have a winner announced, whatever it is that you need. So that's with the opening and closing dates. Okay, in the next video we'll look at another setting, but if you have any questions, feel free to write to us at academy@riddle.com or write to us on our support chat on our website.